Okay, I can't believe how insanely far we have gotten. It is episode 194. We are 6 episodes away from graduation, which means you'll walk away feeling like you got a new skill set. All right, so the last few weeks we've been looking at a couple different stella that have to do with the offering formula, which we talked about is a compound phrase. And all this is a refresher. We did the offering formula, many, many, many moons ago, but it's good to refresh. We also talked about the voice offering, another compound phrase made up of bits from a phrase. All right, so here's the stela we're going to attack today, and you may want to just freeze frame and see if you could decipher the entire thing. But if not, we're going to go through it, and you're going to see some repetition. Why are we doing another stela? Well, this one is read right to left, so it's slightly different, but I deliberately have picked one that also has the same offering formula so that we're familiar with the vocabulary, which is going to help you divide up the sentence into each word. Now, remember, we're reading right to left this time. So it's going to be kind of backwards from what we just did the last few weeks, but the same basic pattern of words and phrases. It's just another stela, and this one's written right to left instead of left to right. Now, we'll pull the first word out here, and I'm going to write it in left to right order, just since we're probably used to reading English, and that's the way it goes. A lot of times it is easier to do this when you're transliterating, is to first write it correctly, or at least left to right. So basically take your right to left stela and reverse it. So you can see there it is in reverse, and I've just simply transposed it on top in left to right order. So I'm going to do that with the rest of the words from this phrase, the second one being Osiris, the third one, well actually the fourth one being Daiju, the name of the town, and actually before that, so the third word being nib, which we've discussed. The nib can mean either Lord if it's before, or it can mean every if it's afterwards, like everything, although technically that's thing, every. So here we have it before, so we know that it's Lord of Daiju, which again, we've covered this phrase intensely in the last few weeks. We're just writing it in reverse order. And again, the repetition is very important, because that's how the ancient scribes learned. So here we can transliterate chatiptai nis with the honorific transposition of niswa, Osiris, Lord, nib daiju, which means an offering the king gives to Osiris, Lord of Daiju. And again, if you want to take a freeze frame of the full stela here, we're going to cover the second line next week. But it really is just a backwards version of the same one we did the past few weeks. So it's a great challenge for you to jump up and see if you can do the entire thing, or if not, work your way through that first line that we did today, and next week we will hit the second line and refresh, and it should really start to gel and solidify now, because we're recognizing the same words, the same sentence structure, the same word order. In this case, we're just, backwards. So it's always good to, because you do want to eventually learn every glyph backwards and forwards. So it's always good to look at these, even though I do recommend writing it forward, left to right for your transliteration, as you are, still getting a hang of it. All right, we'll be back next week, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to head towards graduation, when you will walk away reading, writing, and feeling awesome about your hieroglyphic skill set. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the class, and I'll see you next week for more doodling with purpose.